Hello guys and girls, Voices from the Dark here. Welcome to the final episode of Medieval 2 Total War, playing the Britannia campaign as Norway on very hard difficulty, where we are about to take the last remaining English city, starting with Norwich up here. What's so special about that city? Well, we got some handgunners that we are eager to test out on King Leonard's face. We also have some heavy build militia here. Seem kind of cool. I guess they're kind of cool. So what we're gonna do is, since we have one slot open in our army right here, we're gonna attack with this army. Then we're going to allow Captain Jesper to come in as non-AI, and then I can use the handgunners in my army. So, say goodnight, King Leonard. Although it's gonna take a while for the actual reinforcements to come in. I have to walk them across the map pretty much. Because if I start from the south and he comes in from the northwest. Alright. It's a big city. Lots of walls to take down. I think I'm just gonna set up my bombard, blast down the gatehouse, maybe some towers. Just keep myself a bit occupied with at least something. We have lots of archers in this one. I think we're just gonna keep like our main group outside though. We don't have any generals with us. Something like that. You know what, I'm gonna keep the archers in front this time. Yeah. Yes, reinforcements immediately. So they'll be coming in here. As you can see, now we have space for the handgunners. There they are. They are dressed just like the sword staff militia, but they got a boomstick that they wish to introduce to the English. I've not really played around a lot with gunpowder units before, that must be said, so this is gonna be quite fun. We just gotta try and think of a way to get to see them properly in action. They've lost a couple of men due to plague and such, I believe, so that's... but whatever. That'll be fine. And now let's make our way over. Oh boy. I'll just set them to walk and I'll skip ahead a little bit until they're here. Alright, walls are down and the handgunners are coming in. Still feeling fresh, which is wonderful. So we're gonna move up our troops here a little bit. Gonna disable fire at will from my archers here. We need to find a way to make the handgunners really shine a little bit. What I'm thinking is that we can move them into the city here. And then just have like tons of infantry have their back. And then they can just start firing at the build militia, and when they get close they can just retreat a little. So we get to have like a decent look at how they operate, and of course how much power they have. Which is also importante. And then we can have the rest of the archers just standing by, but I don't want them to interfere as of yet. Handgunners. Jump, bump, bump. They seem to take their time, but then again, I have them on a casual stroll to not wear them out before the battle when it's not really necessary. So I also just sent away the bombard since we won't be needing it anymore. There we go. Getting the infantry into position.
The enemy's walls belong to us.
Ah, they're fleeing. They're like, oh, okay, nope, 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 not touching that, nope, nope, nope. Aye, fair enough. I'll just keep moving on up then. That's how you truly feel. You can also have all of the archers over here set up, ready to fire right behind them, like this. And that should be a massacre. We have some peasant archers with us. Probably recruited some at some place just to help keep order. Okay. Let's watch them swarm in here. Fresh troops ready for battle. Let's see how the King of England decides to deal with this threat, shall we? I wonder what the range is for these handgunners. We will see in due time, I suppose. Alright, the handgunners are in position right now. Very good. Let's move up a little further here. Let's keep moving up. I just want to see them do like one solid volley here on those Bill militiamen. And see how they respond to that. Actually, let's just set up like this. There we go. Set up in a proper line now. It's a bit of a shame that the campaign ends as the gunpowder becomes more prevalent, but such is the way of things. I have been asked if I'm going to play the regular Medieval 2 campaign that takes place in Europe, and the answer is no. If taking Britannia takes this long, then, you know what? I'm good. I'm good. Wait, why are some of them running back? Oh boy. It's pretty badass, though I don't get why some of them are like running away all scared. Wait, is that their like formation? Do they set up in like a big formation like that? That might be. Let's pull them back for now. Alright, that's interesting. That's very, very interesting. Alright. We're going to move up our archers here. I want to try to use the handgunners a bit more, because they were setting up in some sort of strange formation. Gotta figure out how that works. Before that, we're gonna send up our archers and set fire at will on. There we go. Let's just move them through over here. Bump, dump, 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 bump, bump.
If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
Because now we should be able to get the handgunners over here to fire a little bit at the heavy bill militia from the sides. Granted, the king doesn't come and attack us. Actually, we could set up to shoot at the king. Let's do that. Alright, group up, men. Get ready. There we go. Everybody get into position here. They're very quick when they want to be. Alright. Shoot at the king! Oh. Like a few of them fire at a time, it seems. They're not really very menacing. There's like... I don't think a lot of them really understood that they're supposed to be firing now. They're a little odd. But that's fine. I can have odd troops in my company. Alright, I'm gonna tell all my archers to start firing now. This is the handgunners. The handgunners got their chance to really show what they're made of. I'm not sure how I feel about them. So, like, let's set up over here. Let's set up. Alright. Let's set up to fire at these King's General Bodyguards. Let's see how they do. Okay, so only like a few in the front are really firing. Oh! And then they kneel down and call for the guys behind them to fire. Oh, that's so cool. And then when they're done reloading, they call for those guys to fire.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Dude. Okay. That's actually cool. I'm glad I got to really see that. Alright, let's move up, let's move up, let's move up. Let's get closer. Let's see if we can't bring the king down with a firing squad of our own here. Right, disable skirmish modes. You don't need to run away. Alright. Firing squads. There you see the heavy bill militia. These shots should be penetrating their armor. Oh, these poor sods. We have the archers on them too, so they're taking fire from all over the place. Oh, and a Viking raider made it in. Okay. Sure. Oh wow, look at that arrow rain. And of course, just the handgunners doing their thing. Very cool. I'm actually really liking the handgunners. They looked a little iffy in the start, but I like their animations and such.
King lies dead, slain by our warriors. Attack while his men mourn their loss.
Alright. We'll seize the arrow. We'll stop the arrows from firing now. We'll move up the handgunners for one final finishing blow. Bump, dump, dump, bump, bump. Point blank range! Fire! Yeah! That's what I'm talking about. Shoot at this guy right here. Come on. Get him. They're a little awkward. Like, they have to be in a certain formation and they sort of run around a bit like chickens with their head cut off, but when they do their thing, they're cool. They're really cool. I gotta say. So, I'm glad we got to see them in battle. One final time. Let's end the battle here. It's the last guy left there. Okay. Good times, good times. Good.
The enemy lies defeated. We are victors.
Now we gotta make sure they don't riot.
And victory.
Build a church. Build a church. Okay, I think what I want to do now is that I want to go around to a lot of my cities here and I want to stop building projects to get as much money as possible. Why? Because it increases the chance of bribing. Oh boy, this city is not happy in the slightest.
Yes.
Edinburgh, calm down. Calm down, buddy. Boop. Just so we'll have enough. But I mean, I can actually just cancel that build project there too. Because with more money comes a higher chance of being able to bribe somebody if we ask them to. Ragnvald is still alive. He's 59. He is 59. So far, all of the important people are still alive, which makes me very, very happy. It's very good to see. Yeah, we're canceling all of these build projects here. Let's get all that cash money flowing. 100,000. That should give our men some power. Let's see.
Yes, Lord.
We could talk with this fort right here.
We shall listen to your proposal, but do not expect much.
I still don't want a ceasefire, which is very interesting. Alright.
Good day to you.
So he's one of the last family members, but he's not the last.
First,
Wait, Prince Alfred.
lands, then your lives.
So it's not Morcar who's the king, then who is the king? Is there an English troop out here that I'm not seeing? Maybe there is simply no king now. That is strange. Okay.
My lord.
Next up,
Da.
we're actually gonna have to wait a turn. Oh, waiting a turn, huh? We could lose a lot of people here. King Magnus. Oh, look at this. Leads in a manner so inspiring, none would think to question him. We have Magnus here. And we have Huldor. Where's Huldor at the moment? He took Winchester. He's just resting a little. So many people. We cannot have them die on us. That would be pretty terrible. Not gonna lie.
Yes.
I wouldn't like that very much. Should we bring in some people who can keep more order in town?
My lord.
Boop.
Yes. My lord.
I don't know, something like this.
My lord. Forming one force.
There we go. Norwich is feeling good.
Da.
Bum, ba, da, 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 da.
My lord. Da.
Let's see.
Where to?
We can send out a couple of fleets here.
Da.
Take care of this one.
Fleet, lord.
Oh my, they have even more boats than I thought.
Where to?
Let's see, who can we send to back up? Oh boy.
My lord. Da.
Alright, maybe not attack there anyways.
My lord.
Alright, one more end turn button. Who will live? Who will die? These boats never got there. They just never got there. I should have started that years before. But I guess that's a good thing though. Alright, the Serpentines that we can retrain. We'll make sure to do that. Oh yes, we also gotta kill the final English princess, leaving them with just nothing. Nothingness. And also this spy is rather useless right now.
The army.
So if the prince is there, maybe the forces are actually on a boat somewhere. Dublin. Oh. Time for everyone. The most citizens of the city of Milan can now claim to be the most punctual in the known world, or at least their overseers and taskmasters can claim to know when their workers are tardy. An expensive mechanical clock has been set atop a tower so that everyone from prince to pauper may see the time displayed from the city streets. Typically, now that scholars and engineers have succeeded in creating a truly grand mechanical clock, the more malcontent members of the noble class have been calling for a portable version of the device. That stalks the land. Apparently it's stalking Huldor's landing over there, which sucks. Nobody died, right? Can't have anybody die. Just cannot have it happen. Bergthor the Ugly is born. Wait, whose son is this? He is cruelly deformed. This man's features are what most would consider either deformed or inhuman. It is frightening and sad. -5 from popularity and decreases the chance of having children. Wow, he's 16 and he's burdened with so much. Hold on. Who got Bergthor the Ugly as their son? I just need to know. Håkon 60. Nobody died though. Look at all of these guys here. Haldor 59, Håkon 60, Skapti 61, Snorri 58. Oh my gosh. We managed to finish just in time. When did... Yeah, King Håkon died many years ago. The Fallingborg brothers are still fine, but... And Lars and then Bergthor. Oh, that's so wonderful. Inge died though. We did lose Inge, that we did. Look at all these different commanders up here. How wonderful. Construction report. Castletown got a citadel upgrade. What could we do now, I wonder? Can we recruit something new and fancy? Make an armory. The Earl's stables. Marksman's range. Ah, that's when we could have got a mounted crossbowman. We didn't really get to play with those either. That's fine. That is okay. We'll live with that. So guys and girls, Canterbury is the last city.
Where to?
So,
Back ashore, men.
let's drop off Christopher.
Yes, Lord.
Christopher's a nobody though. Who really cares what he does?
Yes, heading ashore
Let's
now.
make this into King Magnus's army.
Yes.
You can join though,
Moving
Christopher.
to engage. My lord, besieging settlement. Maintaining the siege, my lord.
That's
If
not
there
what I
was a
asked you to
path
do.
here, it is gone, lord.
I pressed
You
him.
cannot march
I
there.
pressed him.
Will shall be obeyed. Yes.
Gosh.
Yes, lord. Confronting the enemy.
I have to do this the wrong way around then. Screw you. I pressed the merge, but I hit the city. Captain Samuel is holding the last hope. But King Magnus the Cutting shall not let it be. We almost messed up there.
Gloria wits.
We almost messed up there. Oh boy. But this is it then. The final battle. Gotta text all my friends and tell them.
Our foes appear to be gaining the upper hand in this battle.
Looks like a puny force, that it does.
Units,
If the reinforcements don't come, we're screwed. BRB. Okay. Let's see here. Revolt. This puny force, but we need reinforcements though. Yes, they're coming. Good. Oh, looks like they're gonna try to actually fight for this place. How refreshing. I'm all down for you guys actually trying. King Magnus the Cunning is coming onto the battlefields. Alright, so he's coming all the way over there,
Battle
so...
seems to be swinging in our favor. From such tidings does victory emerge.
I know. He just looks at the percentages for the... What the... Excuse me? What are you guys up to? Not quite sure what they think they are doing. And close the gate. Okay. So. King Magnus's army has arrived. Let's bring it over here, but also we gotta keep it out of the range of the city walls. Let's just move them up here. And just wait for the gates to fall. And when they do, we'll maybe take out some towers. Just wait for them to get over here. Story of my life. Okay. The army seems to be coming into position now. As we just knock out the last tower here. I doubt it'll matter, but might as well do something with our time. The generals have gotten into position, Magnus and Christopher. It could be a good chance for Christopher to see how it's done. To learn from the very best. The man who conquered the British Isles. Wonderful. Yeah, let's Send them away. The revolt we might actually want to use, though. That's something to keep in mind. Boop. We also... we can have these in the same crowd here, I think. Okay, so how should we go about doing this? Anything special we should do here? If we make our way over to the city square, what are we going to face? Spearmen? And a general. What are these other red dots around town? Cannons and bombards. Okay, well then. I think I see a mission for my generals. Alright. Let's ride our generals into town now to deal with the bombards. And I think I'll just send up the rest over to the city square. Then we'll try to have the revolt come there in the front to have some fun, fiery action. But before that, we need to also take care of the bombards so we're not shot in the back when we approach the square. There's Christopher coming in.
We have captured the enemy's walls.
Wonderful. And here's what we're gonna do. Christopher, you're gonna go over there. Magnus, you're gonna go over there. Actually, Christopher... oh boy. They're setting up the cannons to fire. Stop them, stop them, stop them. And... charge. Good stuff. Now Magnus, let's get through. Let's get past here. I'm not losing you to a cannonball in the final battle of the series, dudes. That I am not. We started the game with him, and now we end the game.
Victory will be ours.
Oh, that feels so good. Prince Magnus. Magnus Håkonsson. There we go. They have been vanquished. We are victors. Yep, mercenary revolts doing work here. All right, we got the revolt dudes. There's a couple of guys there. Just keep it up. They moved into the rest of the crowd there. We want this revolt to stay in the front. For now, let's disable fire at will, but we'll re-enable it. And let's also just get our men into position here to storm into the square. Boom, 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 boom. Just gonna do a head-on attack here, I think, with a little bit of fun from the revolts. And then what we're going to do is that we're also going to then ride in the king and Christopher, I guess, from over there. So as long as they don't make any funny moves right now, that's gonna be the plan. Oh, here we come. I've enjoyed myself during this whole debacle that I have. It's one of my favorite games to play when I was younger, and I'd say it still holds up. Actually, I don't know if I can actually hit here. Let's move up a little bit further, shall we? Let's move up just a bit further. Okay. Now we also probably have to move up our infantry here. Nah, we'll be fine. Alright. We can see the armored sergeants, I think. Almost. Hold on. Let's just see how it goes. I think one of them is around the corner at the very least here. Alright, get ready. Ready to fire. Blah, blah, blah. Yes, good job, good job. That's what we wanted to achieve. Just wanted to get that one volley off. That's all I wanted. Alright. Let's go get him now. Run, men! Run! The poor revolt. It's okay, though. We won't be needing it again in the future. But, and then we're gonna have our... You guys are coming down the right street, right? Why would you ride around when they're... That's not what I... Why? But no!
The battle is very much in our favor.
If
we remain true
this street.
And steadfast, victory will be ours.
Is there something about this street that makes it impassable? There we go. That's not so hard, is it? To me, this seems like it would be the quickest way there. Maybe I'm just a fool. Alright. Some armored sergeants over there. We'll go get him after we've... Oh boy! Oh wow, these feudal knights went down real quick, didn't they? There's a general.
Our men have slain the enemy general. Without him, these troops will lose their will.
Alright, re-grab the revolts. And let's move it up here, man. Actually, grab the revolts. There we go. Get into position to fire. Here comes Christopher. The king decides on riding in the... You know, Magnus, he does his own thing, okay? Magnus does his own thing. Who am I to tell him what to do? Hey there, Captain Samuel. Ah! Here's Christopher, just bothering you a little bit. There we go. Proving his worth. Having some epic battles. Wonderful.
Our men have taken control of the city.
You did well, Christopher. Little bit of a stab at them, I can appreciate that. Won't be able to use the revolt here a lot, it seems. Alright, Magnus. He decides he deserves to fight in the final battle here. Rah! And in we go. Look at these men. Ooh, do they look extra fancy? Is that just me? For some reason they look extra fancy to me. Look at them, they're getting cut down. It's like a hot knife through butter right here. That's what we want to see. Alright, Christopher. Come back in now that their flank is exposed. You might be able to dish out some real damage here.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
They have lost half their men indeed. Just trying to get a visual on the king here. Where might he be at? It's difficult when there are so many guys here. He's probably in the middle of the chaos. Oh, he's standing in the back. He's just taking it easy. He's like, I've conquered an empire. I guess you guys can do this battle. He doesn't want to hog all the glory. Alright. We're gonna tell these skirmishers to stop. And the rest to charge, charge, charge. Well then. These are the last men of England. Watch as their numbers dwindle.
All civilized peoples will be awed by the victory we have won here today.
Canterbury is ours. Do you know what that means?
The enemy lies defeated. We are victors.
You don't get the chair on this one.
Honor.
Yes. Your cunning and bold leadership has led your people to become the undisputed masters of the British Isles. All neighboring kingdoms on the Isles that did not bend the knee were destroyed, and all rebels have been squashed, and their heads are now displayed proudly on your ramparts. You have successfully achieved that which your ancestors dreamed. Your name will be remembered as the one that brought peace to a bloodied realm and unified territory Caesar himself had failed to do. The end. Well, guys and girls, that was Medieval 2 Total War, the Britannia campaign played on very hard difficulty. When it comes to very hard difficulty, it's not very hard. It really isn't, but still, it was a fun little challenge and experiment. It was a wonderful way to re-experience a game that I played a lot as a kid. I have fond memories of just like spending some like Christmas Eves playing this game instead of actually socializing with family. I love this game, but I won't be playing more. Maybe I'll play another Total War game in the future, but not in the near future. I had a lot of fun, and I hope that you enjoyed watching this series as much as I enjoyed doing it. We started it in like, I think July or so? In like late summer last year, and now it's early 2017. So it was a sizable project, but we got through it, and I'm very proud of us all. And Ragnvald didn't die. That was the main importance. That was the most important thing. So guys and girls, hopefully you'll find another series on my channel that you might enjoy. I'm playing another game right now where we also conquer the British Isles, more or less, with somebody named Agnar Fjandinson. So if you want to see that, where we're more in the shoes of the single commander and fighting with his troops down there instead of seeing everything from like a god's perspective, then you might want to check that series out. I can leave a link for you down below. If you don't find a link there, then just yell at me for being forgetful. Well, have a still good day, take care, and stay awesome. Actually, you don't even have to look for a link. I can add an end card. Wonderful, to the Viking Conquest series. Have a still good day, take care, and stay awesome. But most importantly, everybody, stay dark. Goodbye.